Hi everyone, this is Kristen with the Tech Reviewer. Got yourself a brand new iPhone 14 Pro Max, but can't decide between Mouse's new and improved Limitless 5.0 cases with all of its cool new features, or the Mous Clarity 2.0 with its super slim and sexy design, as well as innovative camera rim. In this video, I'm going to show you both of these cases on my iPhone 14 Pro Max so you can make an informed decision. Let's get started. Looking first at Mouse's new Clarity 2.0 case, this is an update on their original Clarity case, which is also available for the iPhone 14 series. So your original Clarity case does not have MagSafe. The new Clarity 2.0 does have MagSafe. And as far as I can tell, that's the only difference between these two cases. So if you don't need MagSafe or don't want MagSafe, you can actually save quite a bit of money by going with the original Clarity rather than the Clarity 2.0. But personally, I love MagSafe, so I would always go with the MagSafe version. So this is a really nice case. There are two colors available. You have this clear, and then there is also an iridescent dawn version. So we're going to look at both of those on my silver iPhone 14 Pro Max. Really cool looking case. Feature-wise, we have TPU sides and a hard polycarbonate back. We have a MagSafe ring. We have this magic drop protective AeroShock material that runs around the perimeter here. That's Mouse's special impact protective material. Mouse says this is going to give extreme protection to your device. Exactly how extreme that is, we don't know because Mouse does not publish any drop height ratings. But I will say that this case does seem quite well made, and it seems like it should provide very good protection to your device, although there is some question about the camera opening, which I'm going to talk about later. Overall, really nice case here from Mouse. Putting the Clarity 2.0 on your iPhone is quite easy. You want to start on your left-hand side, put your top and your bottom corners in, make sure that both of them are in place, and then go over to your right hand side and then push on your two right hand corners. Once on, we've got a nice tight fit on here, slight amount of give over your buttons and your port openings, but other than that, nice tight fit. I think everything feels very secure. As far as the amount of lip is concerned, keep in mind first off, I do have a tempered glass screen protector on here, so all the lip you are seeing is less than it actually is, because this is edge to edge. It's taking up a significant amount of your lip. But also, of course, we do have a lower lip here in the middle and a high lip at the bottom and the top. This is a classic Mouse design. The idea behind this is that it makes the case feel much slimmer in your hand because you're going to be holding it in the middle, and you're also able to swipe easily from side to side without hitting a wall. So that is good, and you still have plenty of protection because of those high lips on your top and bottom. So overall, really good design. I think it works well, and got a nice fit here with this tempered glass screen protector. This is a Casetify tempered glass screen protector, blue light blocking, really quite a nice screen protector, and by the way, an excellent fit with this case. Although if you want to go all Mouse, Mouse does offer their own screen protectors, so that's an option too. So looking down here at our port openings, we've got symmetrical port openings for an asymmetrical port design, so that is not ideal. This side should obviously be smaller. There's no reason why it needs to be quite so big, but that's a pretty small issue, and Mouse has been making their cases this way for a long time, so I doubt they're going to be changing anytime soon. So looking at our port openings, these are going to be plenty large for most third-party Lightning cables, although of course this case does support both regular Qi wireless charging as well as MagSafe charging, so you might find you're using that functionality less than you otherwise would. Going around to the sides here, we have a spot for a lanyard here on one side and the other side too. This is just like the Limitless 5.0 cases this year, so that's nice. Going up the sides, you have a TPU grip on here. It's what I would like to call it. So this is going to be grippy enough so it feels secure in your hand, but it's still going to slide easily in and out of pockets and handbags. Very glossy finish on here. Has a pleasant feel to it. It's not a terribly grippy case, but it's just grippy enough. And then going up here to our buttons, these are responsive, but we do have a slit button design here. So they did not update the buttons on the Clarity 2.0 the same way they did on the Limitless 5.0 cases this year. So Limitless 5 used to have the slit button design, and then they moved to floating buttons, but they've kept this same slit button design here with the Clarity 2.0. It's fine, it works well. The slits make the buttons more responsive, but the issue here is that dust or dirt could get in through the slits, so some people don't like this type of design. So as far as access to your mute switch is concerned, no issues there. You got plenty of space unless you have absolutely enormous fingers. And then looking at our view from the top here, again, great fit here on the phone. Everything looks excellent. Nice fit here with this Casetify screen protector. And then going over to the sides, again, we've got a nice responsive button here, but same slit button design, so be aware of that. Looking at the back of the case, this crystal clear material does a wonderful job in showing off the beauty of your iPhone. I love the way my silver iPhone looks here. So we got a little bit of mouse branding down here at the bottom. Everything looks lovely. We've got a very slim profile here. So as far as fingerprints and scratching are concerned, clear cases like this tend to have a problem with fingerprints and scratching, but as far as I can tell, this does not seem to be a terrible fingerprint magnet. I think that they have a coating on here which is helpful against fingerprints. I know that they have an anti-scratch coating on here, and there's anti-yellowing as well. As far as the scratching is concerned, you're going to be helped by the fact that you have a ridge here at the bottom and a ridge at the top. So when this is placed on its back, the majority of the back of the phone case is going to be held very slightly above a flat surface. So that is going to help reduce scratching over time. It's also going to help give you a little bit more protection for your rear camera. So the rear camera design on here is controversial. We have a camera rim here on two sides and then no camera rim at all on the other two sides. And if you place this on its back, you have hair-thin protection. I mean, it's really hard to tell if you actually have enough protection or not, but I tested it and you do. You do have enough protection, so as long as you're putting your phone down on a flat surface, the camera lens is not going to touch that surface. So as far as impact is concerned, Mous says that their research has shown that impacts are going to be sufficiently protected by having this rim here. So I imagine that Mous knows what they're talking about, but the upshot here is that you have a slimmer looking phone case. You don't have a huge camera bump. So I think that those are definitely both pros here. It's really an attractive looking case, particularly for such a huge phone as the 14 Pro Max. And again, hopefully Mous knows what they're talking about. And given that that's what Mous specializes in, I think we should be able to trust them. As far as wireless charging is concerned, this is going to work perfectly with regular Qi wireless charging, and being a MagSafe case, it's going to work great with Apple's MagSafe charger as well. We've got a good tight MagSafe connection here. That's all excellent. You're obviously going to be able to use this with other MagSafe accessories as well, such as MagSafe wallets, MagSafe power banks, etc. Mous has their own MagSafe wallet, which has always been one of my favorites. This one's a leather wallet, works really well, holds 2 cards, and it has an extra strong connection because it's got really good magnets plus little silicone dots on the back. So if you want to go all Mous, then this is a nice combo. Overall, just a lovely case on the phone. Removing this case from your phone is pretty easy. Just start up in your top right-hand corner, press that off, go down to the bottom right-hand corner, press that off, and then pull out your phone. Checking out the iridescent version of the Clarity 2.0, we got exactly the same fit on here as the clear version we were just looking at. Same high bottom and top lips, same buttons, same port openings. It's all exactly the same. And then looking at the back of the case, this iridescent backplate is just lovely. Really, really attractive. So this is a clear case that's not quite clear. So it's clear in some lights, and then in other lights, when you look at it, it can turn pink and orange. It's just very lovely, very unusual. And again, we have this lovely slim look here. It's extra slim because you don't have that huge rear camera rim. I think this is quite an elegant solution that Mous has come up with in terms of the rear camera protection. Hopefully it is as protective as Mous says it is, because it certainly does look really good. Just a lovely case here. One of the things which is really nice about these cases is that you have a very nice feel in the hand. You have a good amount of grip on here, and you have a very slightly rounded feel here on the edges. So when you're holding this in your palm, it feels quite smooth, quite nice. Overall, just a lovely case on the phone. And then if you're considering the regular Clarity case, the one that's not MagSafe, we'll just show you this one really quick. So we got exactly the same case here as the Clarity 2.0. Same high bottom and top lips, lower lip in the middle for a slim overall design. Same port openings, got the same spot here for a lanyard on both sides. Same buttons, same mute switch opening. Everything is exactly the same, but when you go to the back, you'll see no MagSafe ring, so wireless charging compatible for sure, but not MagSafe compatible. And we have the same design for the rear camera. So protection on the two outer sides and flush design here on the two inner sides. Gives you a super slim phone case, very elegant, very nice. So moving on to Mous Limitless 5.0, this is really a great case with some significant improvements from the previous year. So we now have a lot more grip on the sides, overall a more polished design. You have better buttons. You have a nice soft microfiber lining here. Of course, this case is going to be MagSafe, and it's protected by the same AeroShock material that you have in the Clarity case. So this is this magic drop protective material, should give excellent protection to this case, although just like with the Clarity, Mous does not give any kind of drop height ratings with this. You've got a number of different finishes on here. This is the Aramid fiber that we're going to be looking at today, but there's also two different variants in wood. So one is bamboo and one is walnut. There is a leather version. There's something called speckled fabric, and then there is a lovely new silver pearl this year. It looks absolutely fantastic on a silver iPhone. Overall, really nice case here. Definite improvement from previous years. Putting this on your phone is really pretty easy, basically the same as what you have with the Clarity 2.0. Once on, we got a great fit on here, a little bit of give over your buttons and your port openings, but it's quite slight. Overall, I think we've got an excellent fit. Looking at the amount of lip you've got the same design as on the Clarity 2.0 with a low lip in the middle and high lip on the bottom and the top. This is going to allow you to be able to swipe easily from side to side, and it also gives you a slimmer feel in the hand. Overall, really nice design here by Mous. Of course, I do still have a tempered glass screen protector on here. If I didn't have it on here, you would have greater lip, but even with it, you still have plenty of protective lip around the screen. Looking down here at our port openings, we've got the same port opening design as on the Clarity 2.0. So you've got symmetrical port openings for an asymmetrical port design, which is not necessarily optimal, but that's what Mous has decided to go with. You should also be able to fit many third-party lightning cables here because you got plenty of space, although of course this case does support both regular Qi wireless charging as well as MagSafe charging, so you might find you're using that functionality less than you otherwise would. Going up the sides of the case, we have this nice new texture here, which is an improvement from last year's version. So a slightly pebbled texture on here. Then we also have these rippled grip ribs. Those are excellent. Give a nice amount of grip here. You have a spot here for a lanyard on both sides, just like with the Clarity 2.0. And then going up here to our buttons, these are a significant improvement, I think, over previous years, and also an improvement over the buttons on the Clarity 2.0. These are a floating button design, very responsive, and we no longer have those slits. Some people have reported hearing a very small amount of rattling when they first get the case, but honestly, once you put it on your phone, you're not going to notice any rattling noise. At least I don't. I just think that these work great. You got plenty of space to access your mute switch, no issues there. Got a great fit here, looking from the top. Excellent fit here with this edge-to-edge screen protector by Casetify. And then going over here to our side button, very clicky, very responsive. We have more rippled grip ribs down here at the bottom. And then of course we also have that spot here for a lanyard. Looking at the back of the case, everything looks just lovely here. This Aramid fiber has such a fantastic feel underneath the fingertips, almost kind of a velvety feel, gives you a little bit of grip, although the majority of the grip on this case is going to come from the sides. So for those of you that are not familiar with Aramid fiber, it is essentially generic Kevlar, so very strong, very light, just a great material for a phone case. Should be good against impact and scratching, but it will show greasy fingerprints and greasy smears, so be aware of that. Overall, just a lovely case. So we do have some rather noticeable mouse branding down here at the bottom. It's more noticeable on your Limitless 5.0 versions as opposed to your Clarity 2.0. And then going up here to our camera, your camera rim is going to extend on all four sides here. So you're going to have plenty of lay on the table design protection here. And I think that this should also provide very good impact protection as well. It definitely is going to give you more lay on the table design protection as compared to the Clarity 2.0. You have a higher rim there. As far as impact protection in comparison with the Clarity 2.0, I really don't know. My gut reaction is that this is going to be more protective just because you've got a wall here on all four sides, but that may not actually be the case. At any rate, I think it's going to provide a good amount of protection. So as far as wireless charging is concerned, you're going to be good with regular Qi wireless charging, and because this is a MagSafe case, this is going to be excellent with MagSafe charging as well. We've got a nice tight connection here. All of that is good. You're also going to be able to use this with other MagSafe accessories such as MagSafe wallets or MagSafe power banks. Nice tight connection. Lots to love here from Mous. Looking at these two cases side by side, both of them are great options, just a bit different. So the heavier of the two is your Limitless 5.0 case. I'm sure that the microfiber lining has something to do with this, probably also a heavier frame construction as well. So Mous has always said that the Limitless cases are their most protective, and I suspect that's probably true for the iPhone 14 line as well, although I definitely think that the Clarity case is quite protective as well. So in terms of size, if you look at them side by side, they are going to be the same height. They are also going to be the same width, but in terms of thickness, your Clarity case is going to be noticeably thinner in the middle. It's going to be the same thickness at the top and the bottom, but you're going to have a thinner case in the middle as compared to your Limitless 5.0. So if you like the feeling of a really slim case in your hand, then maybe that's going to be a good choice for you. And then in terms of other features, you're going to have better buttons here with your Limitless 5.0. Love those floating buttons as opposed to the slit button design on the Clarity 2.0. You're also going to have a better grip. I love the rippled grip lines on the Limitless 5.0, and you also have a little bit of texture on the sides as well. And then your Clarity 2.0 does have some grip here with this TPU on the sides, but it's just not going to be as grippy as what you will find with your Limitless 5.0. You've got the same spot here for your lanyard on both sides, and you also have the same port opening design. Of course, one of the major differences between these two is going to be your camera rim design. So you've got your two-sided camera rim design here with your Clarity 2.0 as opposed to all four sides being enclosed here with your Limitless 5.0. And I really think that this one is just going to come down to personal preference. I personally prefer having all four sides protected here with your Limitless 5.0. I guess I tend to go with the tried and true traditional model. I think everything looks great here. I also love the look of the one on the Clarity 2.0 with just having those two sides, but it does tend to make me very slightly nervous. However, if you're looking to reduce the camera-heavy look of the iPhone 14 Pro Max, then this might be a good choice because your camera looks a whole lot less noticeable with this Clarity 2.0, and yet you do still have protection for your rear camera. So again, we've been taking a look at the Mous Clarity 2.0 and Mous Limitless 5.0 for iPhone 14 Pro Max. These cases are available directly from Mous, and they're priced at $84.99 for the Clarity 2.0, available in the Iridescent Dawn version as well as the Clear version. And if you're not interested in MagSafe, you can get the regular Clarity version for $59.99. That's the one that comes without MagSafe. If you want to go with the Limitless 5.0, these are going to be priced at $64.99 for the Aramid Fibre version shown in this review and $59.99 for all of the other variants. So you can choose from black leather, bamboo, walnut, speckled fabric, and silver pearl. These cases are pricey, but you can save 15% on your Mous purchase by using the affiliate promo code you'll find in the description below. Many thanks to the kind folks at Mous for sending me out these samples to review. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments section below, and if you're interested in subscribing to my channel, please hit that subscribe button because I've got a lot more iPhone 14 Pro and 14 Pro Max accessory reviews coming up. Again, this is Kristen with the Tech Reviewer. Thanks so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.